Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Path of Exile. So last episode we managed to get all the way to this little cozy warm place called the Crematorium. So this time let's continue and see what we can find here. Free orb of alteration. That's nice. So there will be a piety fight at the end of this episode. Well, somewhere at the end of this level, not the episode. I hope I don't have to spend the entire episode in this area. Then I'm kind of playing it slow, I would say. So there's interesting layout. Oh, blues. More blues. Where are the blues? There are the blues. And they all go down. Ah, look, fish. In a barrel. I said in a barrel. Come on. Act like fish. Yes, exactly. Thank you. And then I can just traverse back. Fun little layout. I hadn't seen this one roll before. Most of the time it's just a couple of rooms. It's always a dead end there. But it's nice to see some variation there. What is that to say? Variety is the spice of life? That does keep the levels more interesting as well.
You there. A moment of your time.
Ooh, Master Assassin.
Kill this selfish malcontent and do it with all possible speed. Though they have deeply disappointed me.
Quick and relatively painless. Alright, we'll see if we encounter the enemy or not. I mean, for all I know, Vorici actually spawned him back there. Thing is, the boss or the target usually doesn't spawn until you actually encounter Vorici. Which on one hand I suppose makes sense. Otherwise you don't know the mission until you encounter it, but on the other hand it does make it slightly more interesting. Or slightly less annoying if you have to backtrack for it. Boom boom. And he's dead. Cinder elementals. And there's something glowing in the back, so I'm presuming there's a talisman wielder. Yep, T1 talisman. Let's see, can I teleport through this? Oh, sweet. These bars can't stop me. So let's pick up the amulet before someone else does. It's probably a decent idea. And they all die. Oh, come on. Essence Drain needs another level. I approve of getting that extra level, that is. Okay. Flammability. How low is my fire resist? 18. I only lost 20. That's not too much. And we have our assassination target over here. Zachary Dembere. Wow, I got more than enough time to finish them off. Decent gear, bunch of rings and amulets that are easy to sell. And there is another mercenary and a belt. And now we can walk back to the Master Assassin. Who actually lets other people do the dirty work for him. That's how much of a Master Assassin he is. Ah well, we have him in town now, which is good. In him being a shadow and all. Does make it easier to shop for gear I might need. Okay, looks like I'm doing a full clear today. At least something approaching a full clear. Undying riches. Ooh, can actually level. Oh, that's my second controlled destruction. Boom, Tourist Orb. Let's see. And yep. Ah, you were out of range. Contagion, extended range, or maybe something like a jump, or I'm imagining there are some interesting possibilities with that spell.
My shadow continues to nip at my heel.
Oh,
Bag it and
1,
tag it,
2,
boys and girls.
3. Let's have some fun, shall we? Just murderize each other while I just chaoticify piety. And actually set up a fire as well. Poison was nicely ticking away at her, or the chaos. Strictly not poison. I mean, poison is chaos, but chaos is not poison. But those are details. Let's talk to Clarissa. And also with Maramoa, if I remember correctly. Get the keys from you.
Watch yourself.
We have a Greiger. Also, you see Maramoa will give us a reward. Yeah, what do we get? Flammability, conductivity, frostbite, wrath, hatred, and assassin's mark. So, fire damage, lightning damage, cold damage. I care about neither. Wrath, extra lightning damage or a percentage lightning damage on spells. So this is unusable for me. Hatred. My physical damage is converted to extra cold for allies, which again doesn't work. And it's also on attacks. So that only leaves Assassin's Mark as something that's not utterly useless for my build. 21% chance to grant a power charge when slain. 5% extra chance to be critted. Well, me actually disabling the crits on my two main damage dealing skills also makes that kind of less useful. Enemies take extra damage from crits. Crit enemies grant extra life and mana when killed. Sure, okay. If you have to pick something, might as well pick that one then. Hargan, go look for statues, yes. Oh, maybe I should sell stuff to Hargan.
You're right.
I'm here. That makes sense, right? Gold resists. Should I ID it before selling it? It might actually be useful. It turns out it's not. Life belt. Yeah, it doesn't weigh up against awesome belt already found. Okay. Stash all the things. So this one goes here, this one goes in the box with skills. And this is a first grade Talisman. Need another 2 to get another one, and need another 2 different ones to roll a third tier. Let's see. Let's have a talk with Clarissa, because she offers spells. Might be something in there that she didn't offer as a reward. Temp chains. As far as curses go, this is a lot more useful. Enemies are slower, and effects on them expire slower. So that means all my damage over time effects are gonna last longer. Temp change, definitely useful. Let's just get one and plop it in. Next, projectile weakness. Projectiles have an additional 50% chance to pierce cursed enemies. Ooh. Essence Drain is a projectile attack, so all projectile things should apply. Multiple projectiles should work with this, but things like pierce, chain, I'm assuming, will also work. But in this case, projectile weakness, potentially useful. And they take extra damage, so that might work as well. And feeble, they're just weaker at attacking me. This is a nice defensive one. Put it on a curse on hit with or something for the trigger attack that actually makes you get hit. A vengeance, this might be useful. Poacher's mark. Enemies grant extra flash charges. They're less likely to evade, which doesn't actually matter. They gain attacks when hit by attacks. I don't do attacks, I do spells. Vulnerabilities, they take more damage from damage over time effects. 32% increased, to be precise. So this is another way to make enemies take more damage. So in case you're dual cursing, vulnerability in combination with temp change is pretty decent. Let's see. Haste, extra movement speed, extra attack speed, cast speed, discipline. Discipline might work pretty well with my energy shield basis. Though again, I have to lose reserved mana, which is less good. And purity of elements is pretty nice if you want to shore up defenses, but 35% mana reserved is pretty steep as a penalty. Okay, so we made some pretty good time here. So let's see if we can get to the slums waypoint this time. Let's see, conversion trap, I only use it a couple times. Let's put this one over here. It's a bit easier to cast for me. Loading, loading, loading. This was reasonably easy to get in. Let's see how easy it is to get out. Boom. So actually, now that I think of it, I mean, this temp change is a nice defensive skill. It makes enemies no. The slower, I wonder if the slow is also to attack or if it's actually only to movement. Would assume, dangerous words, assuming, that it's also to attack. Otherwise it would say something along the lines of enemies move slower. Especially the whole fantasy of temporal change, of course, is that it delays time around enemies, it slows down time. So then all things should be slower about them. But dual cursing would be useful with this guy. Let's see, let's link these. Oh yeah, I made a bit of a miscalculation. I used to have 4 refund points. So I was thinking, hey, let's just unassign 4 points here, build the bridge, unassign 4 points here, rebuild this. So just move the skill nodes over. Thing is though, you're unassigning twice, so you don't need 4 unassigned points, you need 8 refund points. So I refunded these, then before I actually assigned my points, I realized like, wait, I'll not be able to unassign these to get my points back, so I had to restore them and I basically just wasted 4 points in the process. So I'm just gonna have to slowly build this as I go. Also, someone was attacking me, stop doing that, it's rude. Did you guys see him talking? Mummy monkeys, they just have no sense of consideration. Yellow. And that's a essence drain that leveled up. Nice. How much damage is it doing now? 375 chaos damage per second. would say that's not quite bad. Hey, guarded by a rogue exile. That's gonna be fun. Also means I should probably clear the area a little bit. Gets a little messy otherwise. Okay, drink a potion. Right, let's hide items. Let's see. One. Oh, I moved my trap thing, of course. 3. Okay. Nice. Oh, mana. Useful. Gotta get me some of that. Okay, what did we get? We got a lot. Let's see. Yellow, yellow. Ruby ring. Might be useful since I'm low on fire resist. I'm not even gonna bother picking up the larger items, just go for the smaller ones. Orb of Augment, Amber Amulet. Superior Giant Life, that's bigger than what I got right now. Excellent. Okay. And yeah, let's pick up these boots and then we move on. Let's see if we can find a waypoint before this episode gets too long. Armor scrap, wisdom. Okay, having projectiles pierce might not be a bad idea actually. Okay, that's just gonna carry over. Ah, there's a queen over there. And she's no more. Ooh, stone altar. I don't actually have the talismans to do anything with it. Funny enough. I also think stone altars should just be guarded by a talisman holder by default. Just to keep them nicely combined, and that's also a nice way for it to roll into the standard league after this league ends, and hopefully it becomes one of the evergreen mechanics, just like the ghosts and such.
This selfish malcontent.
Or, okay, yo. That's okay. So enfeeble, definitely useful for just killing things faster. If you take more time, they die faster. The temp change is nice for just having contagion last longer. So you can get even bigger change before either of the damage over time skills run out. On the other hand, it's not that bad. Let's see, there's a staircase here, staircase there. Oh look, it says shield rating. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, we go down. And I always forget, there's nothing in the slums. We actually need to move on still. So let's see if we can. Oh, that's the name one, spine snap. Yo, take it easy. Also immune to curses. Oh, enemies take chaos damage over time. Let's just throw out some of the blues. Didn't really care about them. It's just nice to have stuff to sell. Okay, we move on. Warehouse sewers. That's a convenient find. Because this is the one with the waypoint. Yeah. Yeah, of course, because it's always next to the blockade. Find the blockade, then we find the waypoint. Well, it's always really close to it. Wisdom. Bit of a angry guy. Okay, you should just die. Bye bye. Okay, dead end. Okay, and that was the other way around. This bit with the sewers is always I always find it the least interesting bit, but maybe with the talismans, if there's just enough of these talisman folks, it might actually become interesting. Also, please don't explode in my face. That looked kind of gross. Let's see, what do we get? Chaos damage, less than what we already got. Elemental damage with weapons and aim 1 mana on kill. Okay, so that's not quite what I'm looking for. So that means we can sacrifice it and maybe get something better out of it. Fix that. Need more kills to recharge my Quicksilver Flask. Okay, Undying Blockage, that means the waypoint is up there. Yep, ready, solid. Excellent. Oh, kept this nice and speedy. Let's have a quick chat.
Come over here.
Yeah, whatever, actually, doesn't really matter. I'll have a look at the gear. So, yeah, well, let's see, what's up? It's the usual, right? Walking to the Gemlin Queen, crawling through the sewers, finding some of the statues, Vitario's secrets, fiery dust, that's for next. So, sewer crawling and Gemlin Queens, that's on the menu. But it might be more interesting because we're pretty close to. We need one more of these, then we get another circle of stones, so things will be spiced up a little bit. So with that, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Bye bye.